All right, let's get Mr. Sunil Gavaskar in the program right now. So thank you so much for joining us. The similarities between both these ODIs so far are pretty remarkable. Not just the fact that the totals were similar. In both the games, Rohit Sharma scored hundreds. But also in the first match, Australia won with 4 balls in hand and this time with an over to spare. Did you expect the similarities to be so much?
Well, it's remarkable, isn't it, that both matches you had one man scoring hundreds for India, and then India losing by almost the same number of wickets. So it is quite remarkable, and perhaps it's a pattern. It's a pattern because unless that pattern is broken by India, and I'm talking about the batting pattern of Australia, unless India manages to break that, get the early wickets and put the pressure on, and bowl with discipline. I think bowling with discipline is an important aspect of limited overs cricket. It is pretty much a batsman's game. The pitches are very good to bat on. The white ball does very little. But I think the control has to be there as far as the wides and the no balls are concerned. I think that's an area where India really will have to work very hard.
Right, you talk about breaking the pattern of the Australian batsmen, and that's where the discipline of the Indian bowlers come in. And in a way, you know, when it's a 300 plus total on the board, the most easy thing and the common thing that we see is to blame the bowlers and not the batsmen. But is that right? Because these are pitches where 300 plus totals are being made, but clearly the batsmen are not making enough.
Well, you know, I mean, every time the team wins, everybody in the team says it's a team effort. So I guess, you know, when the team loses, you've also got to say it's a team effort, or the lack of a team effort. But obviously, in a team of 11 players, there will be some who will have a very good day at the office, some who will not have a good day at the office. And that's where winning teams come up with that little bit of extra performance which takes you over the line. Unfortunately, India hasn't in recent times found that magical person. So if there is somebody who does well at the batting, then at the bowling, you know, you don't really find that one person putting his hand up and winning the game. So I suppose, you know, that's where India at the moment is floundering. The fact that they also missed out on a couple of catching opportunities didn't help.
Right. So you talk about that one person who would probably take you know, India across the line. In the last 2 matches, it hasn't happened. Very often during batting, MS Dhoni used to be that person. Today, during the last 5 overs, there's not many runs we could score. Just going by the way MS Dhoni has been batting, do you think that he is appearing not like the batsman he used to, and that is perhaps hurting India?
Well, he used to be the finisher that India. He was India's pride and the world's envy. I think he's struggling a little bit, and sometimes, you know, when you're not playing competitive cricket, you know, regularly, it can affect your performance. So, you know, it's tough. He's also maybe going through one of those bad patches. But my honest advice to people would be, you know, to let him be, because he's won so many matches for India, and so I don't think you can single him out. But I think if there had been, as everybody reckons, there had been that contribution in the last 10 overs from everybody, then India probably would have had 20-30 runs more. But even if they had just 20-30 runs more, the way the Australians were batting, because they won with so many deliveries to spare, more than an over to spare, maybe they would have even got to that total. So I think it's got to be a team effort, batting, bowling and fielding. At the moment, the batting at the top is clicking, but, you know, down the order, it is not quite delivering. The bowling, I think, you know, we're not just getting the pitches where our bowlers can exploit, but the catching has to get better. Catching and the fielding has to get better.
Well, like you said, MS Dhoni has led India to many matches, and we hope we get back to winning ways soon. But how do you plan for an Australian team which is as ruthless as this? And look at it today. There's no David Warner. There's no Mitchell Marsh. And now they don't even have the services of Mitchell Johnson. Yet they are winning as ruthlessly and one-sidedly as they are. How do you plan for them?
Well, they're a champion team. They're the world champions. They're the World Cup winners. And they're playing at home. They know the conditions well. They can pick the players that they want. Touring teams are always restricted to their 16, their squads of 16, 15, 16 or 17. The home team can always pick from everybody around who's in form, and that's why you can have a situation where Warner can take paternity leave and Sean Marsh can come in. So it's always very difficult to defeat a home side. It's been happening all over the world. I think all over the world, home teams generally find that little bit of extra to come out trumps. So that's what's happening all over the world.
All right, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, thank you so much for joining us on the program. The third ODI will be played in Melbourne, and that one is going to be a must-win, remember, for India if they have to keep their chances alive in the ongoing series.